Welcome to the Weird and the Weary. I'm Jason. With me, as always, is Kevin.
Hey there.
And Lee.
¿Cómo está, maricón?
How's everybody doing?
Wonderful.
Bien.
Bien. You know, we're coming up on the holiday, the big holiday, right? That's what everyone calls it, the big Christmas, right? Merry Christmas, right? Oh, we don't say that.
You don't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I thought you meant winter solstice.
Oh no, I'm bringing it back. I must have my red hat on.
Oh, like Santa.
Yeah, that guy, Santa.
Yeah,
Santa bringing Christmas back again.
Just don't bring Black Peter
One day
back.
at a time.
Don't be bringing that Dutch shit back.
What's that? Bring who?
Black
Peter?
Black Peter.
Oh,
Dutch,
yeah, Black Peter.
The Dutch tradition.
I actually prefer having the Krampus deliver the presents.
Ooh.
I think that you're unaware of the tradition over in Holland.
The Black Peter? No, I don't know who that is.
Black Peter was a slave that Santa, what was it? Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, he saved Black Peter, and he was a slave, and he helped him spread joy and presents to all the children. So he was an indentured servant. He freed them from servitude to become a toy slave.
All right.
Very racist depiction.
Is there like a claymation movie of this or something?
That's a lot of pictures. There's like parades and shit for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if they still do. They probably still do it, traditionalists or whatever, but yeah.
You're not taking our Black Peter away, no.
Shit's
No,
crazy.
we've had Black Peter ever since I was a boy. No.
Give me my mayonnaise and fries.
You don't understand our traditions. You have none of our frites. No.
You sound like the Nords from Skyrim.
That's where I drew my inspiration from.
Powerful.
Spin up that Venga Boys again, why don't you?
Oh, some Venga Boys, right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, you know what? I mean...
only did a couple. I didn't do the full sample.
I told you what happens. I just start thinking of that old man, and I can't get it out of my head. So it's all I'm going to think about the rest of the show is that old man.
Ooh-wee.
Dancing around.
Think of George Burns instead. There you go.
George Burns. Wow. Okay, Boomer. Going back. Back away.
I go back before the boomers there, whippersnapper.
Big cigar in my hand. I think he died with a cigar in his hand, right? Like, he just always have a cigar.
He outlived his doctor, one of his doctors.
Yeah, he was like 177 or something.
566, but who's counting? But he did bury one of his doctors that told him if he didn't give up smoking cigars at the age of 60, whatever, he's going to be dead, and he buried his doctor.
And then he played...
Is that just for talking back to him? He buried him?
Yeah.
He buried him.
Yeah.
He buried him.
He had him hit with a cigar. He, shoved a cigar up his nose.
You won't catch me doing libel and slander. I'll just kill you.
I mean, George Burns, he was like a great American actor. He was really highly respected until he did that to his doctor. I mean, that's... He didn't do that to his doctor. He was too old.
I don't even know who this is.
Oh, man, it's all right. Because he was God when John Denver played some guy in that movie. Oh, I've never seen that movie.
Is he the guy they named the town of Denver after?
No.
Cool.
That was the dinosaur.
Oh.
The last dinosaur. Denver Last Dinosaur. That was an old cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm about to walk off this set right now.
Oh, he's the guy they named the omelets after. I get it.
Yes, that's where Denver got its name.
Oh, okay.
And that's the story of America.
Oh, the omelets from the dinosaur eggs.
Yeah, the omelet. That's
it's all coming together.
Yeah, it's just what we need in America here. Dinosaur eggs from Denver.
Well, the original name of Denver was Dennisberry, and it was just really stupid, so they shortened it to Denver. Dennisberry.
Sounds like some random name in civilization or something, or not. I don't know. Some
It was like a play off of venison. It didn't work. Dennisberry.
But there's other things that are considered quintessentially American. We got apple pie. That's some good shit, man. I like a good old apple pie. I like a slice of cheddar cheese on apple pie. Have you ever had that?
No, that sounds like blasphemy.
Well, you're a fucking communist.
It's supposed to be sharp cheese.
Yeah, sharp cheddar.
No, I don't want to cut myself.
Oh.
I think it's a Massachusetts thing, right?
Yeah, that's where I learned it from. I learned it from a Southern guy. Some guy from Tennessee. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. You're contrasting
or
the
a fried egg
sweet with the pungent saltiness of the cheese.
Yeah, because I've had cheddar with cheese. So.
Or cheddar with some apple butter on it.
Oh yeah, that'd be all right.
Or pear chutney.
We're going away from American stuff because you look confused. What?
None of this sounds American.
What is
Chutney?
this mango lassi?
I know. What do you get all chutney on us for? Because you know what? Guns are American.
Bet your ass.
Yeah, we got guns. We got my favorite song, the Star Spangled Banner.
Ooh-wee.
All about blowing shit up. All about blowing shit up. All about just
And winning.
from a prisoner's perspective. That's pretty much everyone in America right now. We're all in a prisoner's perspective.
But we're winning.
We're winning it. We're winning. Just like Star Spangled Banner, like blew shit up, but that we win.
But we won.
Flag's still there. Flag's still there. Oh, sorry, spoilers. The flag, it was still there.
Yes.
So
Going back to what you're saying, we're prisoners, though. How many of us have Stockholm Syndrome?
well, a lot of people because they've never even left the country.
I've never been to Stockholm.
There you go.
How can I get the syndromes then, right?
I mean,
Goddamn anti-vaxxers. That's how we ended up with this.
enjoy my measles. Have fun with that. But one of my favorites is good old baseball. I like baseball. I love baseball. That's, I stopped watching because I'm one of those phobic people that thinks if I watch my team,
Oh, then they're gonna
they're gonna lose.
Yep.
Like I haven't watched any Vikings games and they're doing really well.
Ooh.
But I don't really like football anymore.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of people get injured terribly.
Yep.
And their careers are ended short, and they don't make a lot of money. Not fair.
Like boxers.
Yeah.
I mean, they make a shit ton of money. Well, not all of them.
Not all of them.
No.
But the ones that do, they make sure they don't get hit so they can keep going.
Sure, man. We had some of the greats in our lifetime.
No.
And we got to watch them turn into some of the biggest buffoons ever. Like Mike Tyson, he was, the Iron Kid, Iron Mike. And you'd watch him just fucking knock people out. I got my parents really mad at me because I asked for one thing, was the Mike Tyson fight. Mike Tyson, Leon Spinks. Was it Leon Spinks or some Spinks? It was, I don't know, man.
It lasted all of, 60 seconds?
It was less than 60 seconds. 42-second fight.
How much did they pay that night?
It was $49
Wow.
in 91, 92.
They got pissed at you.
Yeah, I mean, let's do some inflation, $50. I mean, that's probably like...
It's like 60.
Because what's about now? What's like a UFC fight? How much is that? Like $100, right?
No. I think UFC is about the same, so it's still $50.
$50, $60?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay, well, still, that's $50. I get it. But it was such a disappointment because it was just talk. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is going to be one of the best fights. This Spinks guy is like in great shape, blah, blah, blah. And then he fucking floors him.
Pop, pop.
Yeah, bodies him in fucking 2 hits in 42 seconds, and that's it.
Boom.
That's the end.
Fucking Nicolas Cage is gone in 60 seconds.
My man had two or three dreams by the time he hit that mat.
And then we watched him progress into, goes from the high life to being a brute to, in a wife abuser, and all this, he bit off Holyfield's ear. And now he
was an accused rapist too.
As I say. Oh yeah, right. No. Sorry, his wife. Yeah, and was he accused? He was convicted of that, right? Wasn't that what he went to prison for?
I think it was.
Yeah,
I think that's what.
He was a rapist. Then he got the face tattoo, and now he's back in the spotlight because that's what.
But he's different.
Well,
he's definitely a different man now.
Right. He's not gonna rape ever again, right? Just that one time. It's okay.
No,
he just gets the free pass.
Mulligan.
Like, oh, this face tattoo, it means for the rape I did. No, man, come on.
We're sorry.
We got a lot of characters in sports, but we got some real interesting folks who stumble around the baseball diamond, man, because baseball's notorious for being a superstitious game, or a big balancing kind of game. Like the players are weird sometimes.
Yeah,
they got good names, like David Justice.
Ooh.
That's a That's a hero or a baseball player.
Or a porn star.
Yeah, that's true. Chip Wheeler, I mean, come on, man. Coco Crisp, played for the Boston Red Sox.
Is that a real life name?
Then who's that guy? Snydergaard?
Mookie Wilson. You remember Mookie Wilson for the Mets?
You guys just making shit up?
No, I'm not. I know it sounds like it.
No, the guy from the Mets, the pitcher. Isn't it Snydergaard or something like that?
I don't know. What team? For the Mets?
Mets. He's got. They call him Thor. He's got the long.
Oh, is he a recent player? I haven't watched baseball in about 2 years. So.
You're laughing at him.
Snydergaard.
Violet Beauregard. Talking about Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka. That could.
Syndergaard. Sorry,
Syndergaard.
Noah Syndergaard.
Oh, Syndergaard.
Got to guard against the cinders. Is he fireproof?
He might be.
That's cool.
Or he just throws fire.
They call him Thor.
Holy shit! Wow, he's chiseled, man. Holy
wow,
shit!
yeah, look at that jaw.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That jaw steals women.
Super handsome Met player. Yeah. Have fun, Bo. Have fun, Thor. Good on you.
Oh my god, I'm so Thor after last night.
All these balls turn to fire, and I throw them.
Shit.
I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about his skill, but yeah, we got some great names.
Hammerball.
But case in point, we got George Edward Waddell, otherwise known as Rube. He was born Friday, October 13th in 1876. So he started out life, under the moon of Freddy Krueger, or no, Voorhees. I don't know.
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, Jason Voorhees.
Somebody
Freddy
spooky.
Krueger.
I don't know. One of those fucking guys.
All the monsters.
Whoever rips up the kids and turns them into mush.
That's all of them.
Yeah. They're all born on the 13th or something, right?
That sounds right. I can't prove it.
Well, Rube, he was born in Bradford, Pennsylvania, and right from the start, he was a pretty interesting character. He reportedly wandering away from his home at the ripe old age of 3 to spend a few days living at the local firehouse.
The fuck? What were the parents thinking? 3 days?
Well, it's 1879. I mean, it takes 6 days to get to the store, right? So I'd imagine, it would take the fire department all of 2 days to put out your fire. Just make sure it doesn't spread to the rest of the woods.
Yeah, that's pretty much all they're doing.
I can imagine him telling his kids, look, don't be such a pussy. Just go right down the street to the store. When I was 3 years old, I stayed at the firehouse for 3 days.
And I shot a man in the face.
And they couldn't prove it was me.
Do you want to get shot in the face? And that's why I ran to the fireman.
I like to think he's just having a really hard time at home. Just needs to get it wet.
Right. Lights a smoke. Just 3. I just think I was going to burn the house down with one of these Chesterfields here.
Things just ain't like they used to be when I was 2.
This Rube here talking to me?
You talking to me?
Whose kid is that?
And throughout his childhood, he rarely attended school. He had more time spending working on the farm, and like most kids did, right? I guess. Probably how many? Did he have brothers and sisters? How many do you have? I don't know. Probably a lot.
I just assume a crap load. Back then, I just feel like they're
family farm. Right?
Yeah.
So working the farm, all the family together. And he also worked some mining and drilling sites that were nearby his home.
That's good for kids. Builds character.
Yeah. You get good hand muscles.
Oh, yeah.
And arm strength and lung disease.
Good. That makes them tougher.
Right. You just do a bunch of coal mining and then have a smoke, eat a big hunk of animal, and slap down on the floor.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about today?
Pretty much. It's the era was pretty much the same.
It's just all tough guy stuff back then.
Ta-da! Eat the box.
He also picked up the hobby of throwing rocks. Just an innocent kind of kid thing.
Yeah.
No, I mean throwing rocks at birds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
As they try to feed on the crops, you got to get rid of them. You can't afford a scarecrow.
Nah.
Too many mouths to feed.
Send Rube out there. He's got to earn his keep.
That kid's got a dead eye. It's like shooting my gun, but he's using rocks. It's amazing.
That rocks.
He's got an arm like a Winchester.
Well, I mean, he would just pile up the crows, just fucking take heads off.
Boom.
You know, like you skip rocks on water.
Yeah.
He was skipping them in the air, hitting multiple birds. It was
Wow.
amazing. Yeah. And the crows didn't forget. We know they were pretty smart. They never fucking came back. That farm flourished. I don't know about that, but
I believe that. That's good enough for me. He's probably where the phrase 2 birds with 1 stone came from.
I would imagine.
He's like, I can hit 5 with one.
And he'd throw the rock, and it would split into 5.
Boom.
Yep, that was the heater he had.
I only need 2 rocks to kill a murder.
I'll murder that murder. And this led to his career as being a pitcher. You know, that's a lot of fucking birds, man. Just
Not anymore.
not anymore. I wonder if he's throwing them at like the carrier pigeon. You know, there was the carrier. Is that what they were called? Not carrier pigeon.
Which messenger pigeons?
No, there was like the pigeon that used to fly in huge flocks over the United States. I think this was. Shit.
Maybe it was carrier pigeon. I'm not sure.
I can't remember right now, but yeah. So it would and like. You could just shoot a gun in the air and you'd fucking a whole bunch would drop and you could eat them. They were like little quail.
Oh, all right.
They're extinct now, though.
I got too tasty.
Right from all the shooting.
Yeah, because they were migratory and they just fly back and forth and they didn't disperse their flock. It's one big flock. So
Fucking missed. They'll be back.
Yeah, they'll make more. There's so many of them.
Hey, why don't we just take another route? There's less and less of us each year.
I just wonder if old Rube, hit a few with his rocks.
Probably. That's back in the era of, like, punt guns, too, right? Like those big shotguns that could take down, like, 20 or 30 birds at once?
Yeah. I had a teacher in grade school who was telling us about those birds, and he said his father would step outside, get off the porch, and just hold the gun and fire it up. And then run back under the porch because of the fucking pellets raining down. But a whole bunch of birds would come down with it, and that's what they'd eat that night. It would be like a surprise
delivery.
dinner. Yeah. It was like Grubhub to extinction.
Fucking Jetsons via the fucking redneck way.
What in the hell are boomers complaining about? They had it so good.
They had flying chicken in the sky every night.
Oh.
Steak on the table every night for a quarter.
All a man had to do was step outside, point his gun up in the air, shoot, walk back inside, come back out, and dinner was ready. It just had to be cooked.
The Lord provideth as long as you swing that gat.
I have 9 to 22 kids and a wife, and all she does is just sit in front of the stove. That's 1876 for you, fellas.
Hoo-wee!
Pass me my sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla. Delicious.
Oh, wait a minute. We're going back to laudanum.
Now, Rube, he was signed to the Louisville Colonels in 1897 for a handful of league and exhibition games, netting him about $500.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Not bad for a start.
Yeah, especially for 1897.
Yeah, that's a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of nickels.
Buy himself some fine clothing, get his hair whale oils.
Oh, yeah. He's going to fit in right with these city slickers.
He spent it all, though, on one heck of a night drinking. And just a big binge. That's a huge binge.
Yeah.
Because
$500. Like, how much do you think liquor was back then? Like, a shot was probably 10 cents?
Maybe.
He bought out the whole bar.
Right. He's probably buying for everyone. I'm a Louisville Colonel. Here's a shot for everyone.
How much for the bottle? $3? Give me 5.
They're $12 a piece.
Give me 52.
Demand. It's just hard to keep up.
In his off season, he was loaned to the Detroit Tigers for some pro experience, but he found himself in trouble for some unpaid rent and an undisclosed situation in a hotel that left his coach pretty upset.
You probably paint the walls with poop.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's what happened in the seedy hotel.
It's poop again.
It's just poop again.
Poop and hookers.
And hookers. Like 50-cent hookers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's probably mad.
Dude, that's top dollar.
That's 2 steaks. A 4-bit hooker. Okay, let's do it. Give me 10.
4-bit.
Right, isn't that 50 cents? Isn't 2 bits 25 cents?
I don't know. But
I don't know.
how much was a root canal back then?
I don't know. Rube probably just did his own. Just threw a rock in his mouth.
Yeah, whatever. Throw it in the air. Just
Fucking bullseyed that shit.
Gone.
Ping, ting, ting. It's out.
So rather than dealing with these problems, Rube, he wandered up to Canada, and he pitched there for a while before he decided to go back home to Pennsylvania.
I'm not dealing with no Detroit.
I'm going to Canada. I don't like it here. That's it.
They've got good syrup.
My throwing arm, too cold.
Sucks up here.
Sucks up here. I don't like any of this.
Try to go fishing. They're all fucking frozen.
There's a law against throwing rocks at birds. I have nothing to do.
I don't trust ice fishing.
Trust ice. Can't see through that shit. They gotta wait for that tip up to make a little flip noise.
What if I got poo? I got poo in the water. Shit fish.
I get nervous when I light a wood stove inside of a box on top of ice. Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. It's just not right. You shouldn't do that.
In the middle of a darn lake.
Makes me want to go back to the firehouse.
I'm just gonna walk.
Damn asinine fool.
Yeah, they liked me there. They knew me when I was a kid. So when he got back to Pennsylvania, he started doing some semi-pro work in Pittsburgh. And he moved up to the National League, to the Pittsburgh Pirates soon after.
Ooh.
Yar.
And while playing for the Pirates, his manager noticed that Rube had some eccentricities that were interfering with the game. And there were several occasions in when he would miss parts of the game because he decided he'd rather go fishing, and...
I mean, sometimes you just gotta.
Like, it's a nice day. They're going to be biting.
What, am I going to be outside on this? Nah.
No, I'd rather be outside catching fish.
That's it. Because
this is fish catching, son.
This ain't no ball throwing, son.
I'll be using my casting arm today, not my ball throwing arm. It's in my contract.
Balls are done.
Well, we've got Pittsburgh Pirates playing the Detroit Tigers. And what is Rube doing? Oh, my goodness. Look, George is just walking off the field. He picked up a fishing pole. What is going on here?
And, these games would be delayed because they'd go looking for him. Hey, Rube! Where you at?
Go away.
Go away. I'm
baiting.
He has the floppy hat with all the fly hooks in it.
Baiting?
Yeah, just gotta bait the hook.
Yeah.
Baiting.
You just hear chop. What you doing? I'm chopping up liver for catfish. Catfishing time.
I could see it in the newspaper the next day. Day 2, top of the 7th inning. Where's Rube?
I hear he's down at the creek. Down at the old watering creek.
God, it's like those Harry Potter Quidditch games that went on for weeks because they couldn't find the shit.
It's too bad.
They're just looking for Rube instead of the snitch.
It's too bad Pittsburgh didn't think to have 2 pitches instead of 1.
Nope. I mean, come on. This guy's a bird killer, deadly aim. I think they can just cut him a little slack. I don't know. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. You let him fish.
Sure.
Come on, man.
Teach a man to fish. He's going to forget to pitch in your baseball game.
And you'll never find him.
Yeah!
Now, he also had a fascination with fire trucks. And as we know, that's where he used to like to hang when he's a kid. So
yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Never got over him.
That shit marked his ass.
And he'd have to run off the field mid-game to chase after them as they drove by. So
what else are you going to do?
Right. I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Dogs howl.
Yep.
Sometimes.
His first real father figure was the Doberman at the firehouse.
This dog can sniff out a fire anywhere. I can kill a bird with a rock.
That's a good old American family.
Good kid. Good to feed him something.
First, you got to do the mating call. Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
I speak to them, then I kill them. It's a fun game.
I beat them in the head so hard their heads blow up.
God, it was 1800s, man. There was not much. Was it hoop and a stick, and
hoop and a stick,
hide in a barrel.
I never I never understood that shit. A fucking hoop and a stick. I'm like, wow. I was a jaded city kid.
Let's run and chase it.
These
All right.
stupid fucking bumpkins rolling down hills.
There goes that.
Oh,
hoop.
look, cracked his head open on a rock. That looks like a lot of fun there, fucking Laura Ingalls.
My cousin Skeeter did that, and all he does is stare now. It's
Yeah, you
great.
notice how the kid slowed her ass down at the end of Little House of Prey. Running down the hill, she bust her ass, and she's like, all right, I better step it on down slow.
Fucking Little House.
Yeah, I used to watch that with my aunt. True story.
I didn't like that ending. It was kind of creepy. Or there's that one where that big X would show up on her face. Do you remember that at the end of the credits? Like, whatever company did the production for it, like, it was this big fucking X that would come out of...
Oh, shit. Who did it? Was it
I don't do it.
Paramount? I had no fucking idea.
Oh, that was DMX. X,
Yeah, it was DMX.
X gave it to you.
And he was doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What?
It was amazing. Ahead of his time.
All I know is I was like, Michael Landon could not be that cool.
No. Except when
And
he was...
And apparently he was that cool.
Was
Even
he?
cooler.
He was a wolf man.
He was a
Teenage wolf.
teenage wolf man.
Now, Rube, he got suspended for the shit. You know, he I mean, I don't know how he didn't get suspended for the fishing trips or just, fired immediately. That's some... you wouldn't even hear
Because
about
he was winning
that today.
games for him,
Yeah,
man.
he's got a fucking cannon. And people also coming to see him. He's a fucking weirdo.
True. Okay.
There he goes again. I can catch him.
Hey, I brought my fire engine now always with me. Woo!
Because someone was like, listen, if people are waiting here, they're going to be buying food, which means we're going to be selling more than we normally would. Just fucking leave it open.
Actually, people were bringing other things to see what they could distract him with. Pretty much anything shiny, he would get lured in. They thought he would go into a trance and just stare at it.
I knew it. I knew he was
Really?
one with the
Yeah.
crows. Yeah,
Yeah.
he murdered so many crows. Their souls pecked
They
into
took
his.
over. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they pecked through him, man. He's just like he's like part crow now.
He would also get distracted by puppies.
Oh, well, I get that.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this all
Just show me a puppy, and I'll be like, give it to me.
Just give it to me. Yeah, he would try to go take him from the people in the crowd.
This all sounds like stories that Stephen King read and then turned into his own little universe. The dog, Cujo. The birds there, Dark Half. Probably was the proto...
I'm glad they don't bring puppies to ball games anymore, though. I'm glad it's not a thing. Because that would be bad.
Why?
Be getting hurt.
Yeah, I mean...
Be getting hurt by
Now they'll catch
balls or people trying to jump over to get balls, being crushed by stupid-ass people.
Somebody drunk spills beer all over your puppy. And
Oh,
then you
no.
beat him with the puppy.
Sure.
And you're like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. I was
Shove
drunk.
the puppy down its throat. The person's throat. I called the person it.
That's fine. We can't assume anything.
Well, when you're in Mortal Kombat, your enemy's
Mortal
just...
Kombat.
See, look, he can't be real. I pulled a skeleton out of his mouth.
Damn, that song holds up.
Get over here.
Oh, that has a new meaning, though.
Well, somebody did say get over here to Rube. That was Connie Mack. He was quick to snatch him up for the Milwaukee Brewers.
No relation to Craig Mack. Rest in peace.
Oh, shit. There was no flavor in Connie's ear. He only had one ear. No, he had both ears, I think.
Probably.
Maybe? I don't know.
I didn't see anything about it. Just 1 year, so I just work under the assumption there were two.
One-eared Connie.
Connie Mack, the man with no ears. No, that's not even true.
Turn my headphones up.
In his debut for the Brewers, Rube pitched a winning game after 17 innings. Man, that's an exhausting bout.
Yeah, that's a heck of a first game.
That's like a 6-hour game.
I'm just making my shoulder hurt.
Ouch, man. No, it didn't hurt his shoulder. He even killed a few birds in between just to show everyone he was still in prime. He has rocks in his pockets all the time. So.
It offsets his weight when he's doing the pitching.
Right. He is ahead of his time.
Oh, I'm tipping over. Give me a rock.
But he didn't get a chance to rest, man. So this is the first game of a doubleheader, and it was that day. It wasn't It was that
Fucking Rube is in it.
all the way, man. You're all in it, man. So, they knew all about Rube's eccentricities, and his manager, Mac, managed to bribe him to pitch the second game by offering him a 3-day fishing vacation. Smart guy.
Oh, yeah.
You give the man what he wants, he's not going to try to steal it.
Oh, the fishies I'll get.
So
if you pitch 1 day, I'll let you fish 3 days.
3 days. But I'm pitching twice in a day. No, it's only 1 day.
That's 1 day.
It's all 1 day. He's blinking and counting.
Yeah.
Well, you're convincing.
Yeah, okay.
That's 3 for 1. That's a deal.
I'm just going to drink some water, throw it on my neck, slap my neck around, and then I'll wake up. I don't know why I'm giving him this accent, because he's from Pennsylvania, so I don't know what Pennsylvanians' accents are, but...
Probably just like that.
Okay.
It sounds more like this.
Hello, I'm from Pennsylvania. No, you're not. Yes, I am. The brotherly love.
How's my German pretzel?
Wait, wasn't that was the question that you had on the trivia thing, right? The what's the state that starts with a P? And
Pennsylvania,
right? And I was like, I would have said Philadelphia, and because you only had 60 seconds, and I was like, Philadelphia, God damn it, no!
I got 8 out of 10.
That sucks.
And then 2 more right, and I would have had $1,000.
They should have gave you at least an attaboy, but they just hung up on you, right? Like, ha ha, hung up.
No, no, they gave me some cool accolades.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no money.
Is that what you're wearing right now? Those toe socks?
Ooh,
those are stupid, man.
No, they were my aunt's Easter present to me.
Oh,
I promise I'll wear them every time we record.
Is that what that smell is?
Yeah,
you can wash those things.
Can we not do that? Because you're not wearing the shoes now. I never noticed them because you just, for some reason, took your shoes off. I don't know why. Is that what? Did you hear a fire truck or something? You need to take your shoes off and then rub them, put your hands in them, and then walk around.
That's why I always leave them on in case I got to run out. But today I don't think it's going to happen. So I just wanted to be free today. You said relax, enjoy yourself, act like you're at home.
Relax, don't do it.
But don't do it, right? Yeah, it's part of that. Yeah, it's on the wall right there. It says Frankie says relax. Lee, don't do it.
Usually I sit. When I'm comfortable, I just wear underwear with my socks and my sock suspenders on. That's it.
So you got
sock suspenders.
Yes.
Wait,
because the elastics at the top
you
here
wore those
start to
you wore those
get
toe
raggedy.
socks so often that you need sock suspenders now.
I need sock suspenders.
And you get mad when we say "Okay, Boomer" to you.
Look, it's retro. It's hipster shit.
Do you lay out on the Chesterfield, the van?
Hipster stuff is cyclical. It's all style and all that. It's a cycle there.
I see. So you bring the ascot back and all that? The sock ascot?
No, I'm going to start with fanny packs.
Ooh.
No, those are already,
you're already back in.
Fanny packs and yellow Sony Walkmans.
You should do front fanny pack and then front back backpack. Bring that into existence.
Actually, you know what? I'll do hip packs.
Oh, you know what? Fisherman's rain slicker all the time.
Okay.
With the galoshes?
No, just the slicker only.
With Birkenstocks and socks?
No, just wear the slicker, nothing else.
Nothing on the
barefoot?
feet.
Yeah. What, are you afraid of that? You don't like fashion?
Ooh.
Whatever.
The things I do for
I don't
fashion.
like infections.
Let me try to bribe you with something. Do you like fishing?
3 days and we have a deal.
So Rube had his motivation, and Rube pitched the entire game. Threw a shutout, man. And he got his vacation.
Earned it, sounds like.
Yeah, earned it in a big way.
So I know that elbow was swollen.
But his little victory was kind of cut short here because his actual contract holder, the Pirates, they saw this, and they asked him to come back as soon as he was done.
Wah, wah.
So, of course, another year of his eccentricities, and the Pirates managers decided it was time for him to part ways for good. They were done with this shit. Because, there's lots of fires then. It was it was really dry in Pennsylvania then.
Just kept chasing after those damn things.
Yeah, just fucking, hound dogging it every fucking game. People can't take this shit. They just want to watch ball game. It's not fun. So, the Pirates manager decided they're going to trade him off to Chicago for one cigar.
That's fucking cold. A cigar.
One cigar. Not even a good one. Not even like a Macanudo. Like just like a hand-rolled from the street.
Hey, man, you got to smoke?
Like,
All right,
literally,
fucking
it was half smoked, fucking snuffed out.
Take Rube. I don't care.
Like, can you just mush like 3 snuffed-out cigars into one? And then we'll take that, yeah.
That counts.
Done.
They stated that sell him, release him, and drop him off to Mongalea Bridge. Do anything you like, so long as you get him the hell off my ball team. I don't know where the Mongalea Bridge is, but I think it's really high, right? So,
I would assume.
Yeah, so just jump, Rube. Jump, Rube, and throw that ball real far.
Poor Rube.
Wah, wah.
He only played for Chicago for a few months, and he stirred up a whirlwind while he was there, of course. This guy.
As is tradition.
The Great Fire of Chicago.
Everything's coming together.
It was, I believe it was before him, but, or maybe it was him. Oh, I gotta go. He argued constantly with everyone on the team, including the manager. And, he visited a sideshow act once, and he got into a scuffle with a lion. And it resulted in a few nasty claw wounds on his right arm. Luckily, his bird-killing hand was his left. He was a lefty pitcher.
Old southpaw.
Yep. So,
That lion's looking cross at me.
Yeah, and I threw a rock right in his eye. Put him out.
Boom.
I'm a bird killer. Now I'm gonna go up to lions.
Working his way right up the food chain.
Kill every lion. Make him into food. Then he, so he got on the mound. He was wearing a lion skin. It was amazing.
Ooh.
No,
just a loincloth.
Like the bloody lion head on his head. Like some fucking demented Hercules. One floppy, dead, ripped up arm. And he's just tossing a rock in the other hand. I'm ready! Bloodlust doesn't stop this guy. Yeah, he's tough.
Just a loincloth and a lion cloth.
Rawr. Rube.
Ah, Rube, the original fairy.
Oh, shit.
He put on his paw mitts, spit on his ball.
Whew. It's getting hot in here.
Sorry, I wrote a little fic before I started the show.
Oh, well, you'll have to
how
send that to me
Kevin
later.
gets.
Whew.
You know how he gets.
So after this stunt that he pulled with the lion, his drinking started getting more out of hand. I'm sure his shit hurt, man. That lion clawed him up pretty good.
Yeah, that's fine. If you just get so drunk that you can't feel it, you're good.
Right. And you'll forget that you fought a lion. Because, that's really going to be something you'll never forget, fighting a lion.
It's just a scratch.
Hey, Grandpa, you remember when you fought a lion? No.
I don't remember anything. Who are you?
I want to talk about, go away.
Hey.
You want some ice cream?
Why do you call him Mercutio?
So he'd show up drunk to games. Here he'd just blow him off completely, go fishing again. Because you can just go get drunk while you're fishing, too.
Yeah, bingo.
That's pretty much, I think, the reason to go fishing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know the difference between fishing and baseball?
No.
No.
I mean, fishing, you ain't got to throw a baseball.
Smart.
Thanks, Rube.
You can do the drinking, you just can't throw you on the baseball.
See? Rube is a smart man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good man.
Well,
He was
Love to fish.
He was so drunk all the time, they called him the Southpaw.
I love it.
hello, sauce.
I can still throw 104 miles an hour, though. It's not straight, though. Sorry.
I throw faster in Canada.
So eventually, Chicago fans noticed that Rube was just nowhere to be found, and rumors started to fly that he quit baseball to open his own saloon.
Makes sense with his drinking habits.
You rake in some money, you get to drink back your profits,
Boom.
just recycle it and
I was
deliver.
just going to say, he only has one customer, him.
Well, yeah. I guess it would be short-lived. But some other people thought he was tracking down a dog he ordered that was never delivered, which I guess that was the area, like you just on the Sears catalog, like, I like the drawing of that animal. I'm going to order two puppies.
2 puppies, please.
From Duluth.
48-hour delivery?
Oh, and 3 shotguns. Thank you. Just in case they get out of hand.
I ordered 2 dogs.
Oh, and a lion. I want a lion.
Not after last time.
I'm still fighting a lion. You know? What are you looking at me for, you son of a bitch? You know, and just hops in there, starts punching. Like that woman in where was that? Is it in the Bronx Zoo or?
Oh, the lady, she said the reason why she went into that den was because she got in an argument with her boyfriend. So she went into the lion's den and was like yelling like, "I'm not afraid of you."
And the lion was just like, "Okay,
cool." So,
I mean, I'll kill you.
We as humans have not gotten any smarter since Rube.
No,
cool,
no,
good.
Because we know what happens when you fuck a lion.
That lion's like, I remember my pride's telling me a story of a stupid ass person named Rube. This must be them.
Or my favorite line from the movie Grandma's Boy: anyone can outrun a dog, but no one fucks with a lion.
King of the fucking jungle.
I can't go anywhere, man. The lion's coming today. Did you say lion? Sorry.
Why are you naked? Oh, it's my brown
naked?
suit.
Even your ass is okay. Gotta stop.
Your ass is tanning in my face.
It's bronze. I don't know. I mean, I guess I would look for a dog though that I bought.
Yeah.
On my Sears and Roebuck catalog.
Where is my dog?
Well, the train got delayed. I couldn't even.
Where
imagine.
did it get delayed? I'm coming.
I'm taking a carriage, a motor carriage.
Was Rube the original John Wick?
I hope so. Just beating up cars and people and
lions. Where's my dog?
I'll slice your paw open.
Loosely based on the true story of Rube's apparent dog search.
Not Rube's parents. They're not in the picture.
It's coming. The movie's coming. It'll be a Hallmark movie, I'm sure.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
They'll be bought up by Dollar Store next.
It really turns out that he was just bored of the major leagues, and he traveled to California to play for a barnstorming league, pitching for the Los Angeles Lulus.
Ooh.
The Los Angeles Lulus.
Put your hands together for your Los Angeles Lulus.
That's the Lulu chant.
Is that like their mascot?
Yeah. Lulu the turkey. Guy in a really creepy asbestos turkey costume. Asbestos feathers.
I can't breathe right in here.
No, he's smoking in it. It's the 1900s. Everybody's smoking, right?
Yeah,
everybody's like smoked like chimneys until like 1990 something.
That sounds right.
Like I have some old magazines that are like, I'm a doctor and I smoke every day, and I'm an Olympic swimmer and I smoke right before a big game. You know, and I was like, huh?
I'm a world-class wrestler and I smoke Camel Unfiltered
while I wrestle.
Now, while with the Lulus, Rube was so sure of his pitching abilities that he had several games in which he convinced his teammates to sit down or leave the field completely while he pitched, with only himself and the catcher remaining while he struck out all opposing batters. And Connie Mack, his previous manager from the Brewers, who is now managing the Philadelphia Athletics, and, you know, these names sound funny because they're not like that anymore. Now it's, you know, the Oakland Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oakland A's.
Hey, the Fonzies. That's my team.
Just like Brooklyn Dodgers went to L.A.
Well, the Philadelphia Athletics, they wanted him back. They wanted Rube back.
Hold on. The Dodgers went to L.A.?
Yeah.
What about the Lulus?
The Lulus.
The Lulus went to the shitter.
Yeah.
Oh.
They went to the Lou.
They lost.
Brooklyn lost the Dodgers. They went to L.A.
Yeah.
And that's history.
All right.
And
So you're saying I can buy the Lulus? They're probably up for grabs.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. I'm getting the team.
You bringing the Barnstorming back?
Oh, yeah. Getting the team back together.
See you at
the Blue Luz brothers.
You have to talk to Tommy Lasorda first.
We'll see you at the Hall of Fame there. What's Cooper? We'll see you at Cooperstown.
Perfect.
The Barnstorming game.
Nice.
The
Hey, maybe Jimmy will be there, huh?
Oh, hey,
Huh?
buddy.
Huh?
Hey, gosh darn golly gee, Lee.
I gotta top off this water bottle of mine.
We used to work with a guy who pretty much was like a gin man from the 20s.
Awesome.
He even had like
Yeah.
a tweed overcoat and the hat, and
He was an interesting guy. Interesting guy. He had a future in broadcasting.
he wasn't broadcasting.
Yes, he was, but he had a brighter future, and I think I know what derailed it.
Oh yeah, it's called gin.
Oh, whoops.
We called him Jimmy Gin.
Golly gee, he did. He didn't say golly gee, but he would just be like, ah. I heard him say gee whiz once, so that's where I think
Gee
yeah,
whiz.
yeah, gee
I like
whiz,
it.
Lee. I don't know what we're gonna do, and it's
You
like,
know, we really need to get you that promotion. I'm going to do what I can. Bullshit.
I don't like you.
He did what he could. He got drunk.
I don't like your tone of your flesh, but I'm not going to tell you that to your face. That's what we're getting at.
Okay.
He was a rummy racist. Golly gee whiz. But he was also like totally one of those like fucking what's that transatlantic? He spoke transatlantic stuff. He had like the transatlantic fucking accent, you know, like
He had that Gary Cooper
Yeah.
sort of thing going.
Okay.
that shit, man. You're like, dude, where the fuck?
It's an accent that really didn't exist. People just made it up and ran with it. I don't know what it is, and sometimes I wonder if people are just smoking too much shit.
Hey, you want to go get you want to slice of pizza? We're going to get some pizza. Oh no, I brought in a box lunch today. You're like,
So, when I was down in Disney, there was like an old-timey restaurant, and rather than having any Disney characters, the only person they had was a guy like that, and he would just wander around pretending like he was pissed drunk. He's like, "Where are you from? They got any liquor out there?"
oh my god, does he get punched? A lot?
No, it's
No
great.
one hits him. Oh, he's great.
Yeah, I thought he was hilarious.
Oh, see, I would have flashbacks of our coworker, and I
Oh,
would just,
okay.
like, probably cold cock him.
Yeah, there were some awkward conversations where people really didn't want him. He'd pull up a chair, and he's just like, "Well, what's going on with you guys?" And they're like, "I'm just trying to eat my dinner."
Okay, well, you're eating here.
Oh, let me get some of that. No, get away from me.
He would still stick around.
Yeah, well, it's part of his shtick. He has to rub elbows with every single table.
Oh my goodness. It's like Larry David.
I hope he makes more than minimum wage. We
Hopefully.
make like $20 an hour.
I hope he's legitimately drunk and just doesn't notice that people don't want him there.
It's not booze; it's opioids. He doesn't want to smell like it. So, and it's mouse supplied. I'm sure. I'm sure
of
they
course.
got their hand in some fucking good little pharmacy. You put on the mouse helmet.
Yeah.
It's
like a mister thing, yeah.
I can't. Your vocal cords numb because you can't talk.
Right.
This is all tinfoil hat shit. It's on the Reddit.
Please keep in mind, this is all satire.
Or is it? I don't know. Oh, somebody's afraid of the mouse.
Yeah, I just got a lawsuit from the mouse.
Asterisk, is it?
Somebody's afraid of the fucking mouse. You just got what? You got lawsuit from the mouse?
Yeah.
Just right now? They just
Oh, yeah, he just texted me.
Turn your phone off,
See you
man.
in court, bitch.
Jesus.
Dude, my fucking background turned to this mouse. What the fuck? It's a dead mouse.
Hey, you know what? Only one of us has Disney Plus, right? So we know who the real mouse man is.
Holy shit.
Sorry, guys. I just watched The Emperor's New Groove again today.
I'm just sharing my ex-wife's.
Boom, baby.
Oh, shit. And you're afraid of the mouse and you're
I
fucking
got it in
admitting-
proxy. I got it by proxy.
Okay. You're lucky.
Better be behind 7 proxies.
Back to Rube. He didn't have these kind of problems. He had other problems.
He didn't have internet.
No, he didn't care about that shit.
He didn't even need a net. He got his pole.
He was people wanted him. They wanted his talent. He just didn't really want to share much of that.
I just want to kill birds and drink.
Yeah, I just want my own way. You know, Rube, he's a sought-after man again.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he's kind of serious, but, you know, how could you trust a guy like this to come all the way back across country?
So many fire trucks you got to go past.
You're going to get so distracted. There's going to be a wildfire somewhere, and he's just going to be wrapped up in that, you know. And well, I don't know if he did that. I don't know.
He would actually punch the fire.
He would get on like his hands and feet and just kind of gallop or, you know, run like a dog. He was fast like that.
Actually, in his cross-country adventures, there was a situation where he just walked by and saw a barn on fire. And he wasn't like a fireman or anything, but he just ran in there and then let all the animals out.
Nice.
And they're like, "You're a hero, you did it." And he's like, "Nah, I'm just a peach with a fire."
Ooh. See? Rube. He wasn't proud. You know, he didn't care what people thought.
I think I'm going to change my first name. How would you feel about Rube Noble?
Rube Noble.
Yeah.
Lube Noble. We'll just mix them together. Lube.
Look, I'm not trying to open up a garage. I just want to change my name.
Got the noble lube.
Actually, that sounds like a command. That sounds like a
Noble.
order. No,
Lube
don't
Noble.
Don't lube me.
Lube Noble. What you say to the queen?
Lube out the way.
Oh, lube. Queen.
Lube in my A. Lube in my A.
Oh no. Lube's out.
Now you can trust Lube. Can you trust Rube? No, you can't trust Rube.
Don't trust Rube like you do your lube.
Whew. Max sent Pinkerton agents over to try and sneak Rube all the way back. All the way back to Philadelphia.
Then the Keystone Cops came out and grabbed him.
It's them Pinkertons again. And their bowler hats. And this is ensuring no teams would manage to spot and poach them for their own poach them for their own team on their long trips back. Baseball was like a fucking Wild West, you know, like we're gonna kidnap this motherfucker and he's gonna play for the fucking Pirates. Because if he doesn't, we're gonna beat him up and then beat up his mom.
Beating up the whole family.
Beat up the whole family. There's like 11 brothers. We got 11 bats. You know, it was some rough shit. But like these rules were crazy. Like, oh, you know what? We're just driving by each other. We're gonna trade. We're just gonna trade like 6 guys.
Hey man, you gotta smoke. You can have a player.
You got traded for a cigar, you know.
Give me the last bite of your steak. I'll give you a couple players.
Oh, this is my steak sandwich. No way.
Come on.
1 bite, 2 players. Okay, deal. Golly gee.
Drive a hard bargain.
I'll trade you 2 players for a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. You're fucking crazy. You give me 10 players, I'll give you a bite.
And I believe I'm not a baseball historian by any means, but I do believe that there was like a point where you could trade during the game. Like, yeah, you could. There was a trade.
I 100% believe that.
There was a trade during a
Swap
game.
jerseys.
Basically.
That was before they put the names on the back. So they're like, listen, why are we putting the names on there? We trade like every fucking time.
No, I don't think there was even numbers then.
By the time the game's over, we have two totally new teams.
Well, no, I mean, but yeah, but numbers are a positional thing now. You know, so like,
how do we get the president?
Well, no, like even in football, like, you know, your quarterback's always a single digit, or, you know, at least most are. I might be talking completely out my ass, but I know in football at least the positionals are numbered. So like it depends, you know, like
I thought quarterback's always single number.
Yeah. So quarterback's always single digit, and then like, you know, first string is your 10s and 20s, and then
the bigger people usually
right,
the
and
higher
then your
numbers
defensive,
are at.
defensive the higher number, right?
Wow.
So same with baseball, your positional number. So
I just learned more about sports than I ever have in my life.
sorry,
so that would probably be why like goalies would be like 0 or 0-0 or something.
Yeah, numbers of positional. You know, and they started doing that because of these trades, and there was also some scandals where people were like, you know, switching teams or switching out people, and they didn't notice.
Oh, and it's really not
right. And it was a player that wasn't supposed to be there or something. You know, yeah. It's again, I'm not completely accurate on that, but I remember reading some like blurbs, like, you know, on the fucking like trivia shit, you know, that you see on like Cracked.
Anybody in the crowd want a chance?
Yeah, you look like a strong arm. Come on out. Get in there.
Anyone 12 and up.
And then Babe Ruth was born, I don't know. We'll trade him right now for a bag of peanuts. And that's, that's how it worked.
Yeah.
A bag of penis? Sold.
Whoa.
Whew. Got some of that good circus penis.
Well, Mac's efforts did work to keep Rube from not going to any other teams. And Rube led them to the American League crown in 1902.
Hoo-wee.
Yeah. And, the A's, I don't think they did it again until like the 90s, right? So, I don't know. Maybe it's the 70s. Oh, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not going to say. You cut that out. I don't want baseball people talking shit about it. They're crazy.
This motherfucker.
Jose Canseco.
Yeah. I was going to say, but that was like, but I think they won before that, too. I thought, what's his name?
Roberto.
No. Who was that super good pitcher, man? Nolan Ryan. I think Nolan Ryan played for the A's for a minute, too.
Before he went to the Rangers?
Yeah. Because he bounced.
Yeah, because Roberto Clemente, he came from Oakland.
Yeah,
It was the 70s.
I'm digging through the crusty parts of my brain. There's like bubblegum baseball card smells in my nose.
You don't have to tell us about the crusty parts of your brain.
Okay, it's all right. Okay.
But Clemente, though, he was the total opposite of Rube. He was a very admirable person.
Right. And Bobby Bonilla was pretty much a Rube.
Are you saying Rube is not admirable?
In a sense, I mean, he's admirable when you say, we'll give you a vacation.
Nice.
Nice.
He knew what he wanted.
Yeah.
He's a little scatterbrained, though. Didn't seem to have much focus.
Now, he did still manage to get up to some more shenanigans in the offseason. Connie Mack, though, convinced him to join the local football team, also called the Athletics.
They couldn't come up with any other names.
It's an athletic area. It's
What do you think of Philadelphia sports? No, it's too generic.
We got a lot of iron mines here. We do a lot of bangings in our arms. So now we're turning him into like New Jersey people.
How about Philadelphia Steels?
Yeah,
Come on.
That's stupid. Nobody likes to be known that we make steel here.
Come on, that's derivative. Listen to this fucking
They
Einstein.
can sardines with steel. Nobody wants to hear about it.
Might as well call us Philly steak cheese.
Ching.
I think that's the next team.
Yeah, it is. They did bring him in for a practice, though. And, it's not uncommon. I mean, we had Bo Jackson back in the day who played for the Royals, and he played, I don't know, he played for football.
Oh,
Raiders?
Wasn't it
No.
I think he did do Raiders.
Did he do the Raiders?
Yeah, because it was Kansas City for
Kansas
football.
City, right.
For
For baseball, right.
Yeah.
And I think he was a White Sox for a minute, too. But Bo knows. Bo could do anything. And,
Oh.
yeah,
You don't know Bo.
You don't know Bo.
You're correct. I don't.
Oh, and then they had Bo Diddley in the commercial.
Oh, that's right. That's
Because
right.
it used to be You Don't Know Diddley.
That's right.
Oh, Diddley Kong. I knew him.
Oh, hey, wait, it's Diddy Kong.
What? Nah.
Oh, no. We're going to have our first fight right now?
Wrong.
First.
Is there a Diddly Kong?
No, I was kidding. It is Diddy Kong.
Don't ever do that again.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
You, of all people,
I gave him that L.
you're like, you have your Donkey Kong shirt on under your other shirt.
DK. Donkey Kong.
Is that the cartoon?
No, that's Donkey Kong 64.
There was a cartoon.
I know there was a cartoon.
It was really bad.
It's awful.
Look, I'm a Donkey Kong Country guy.
Okay.
I'm old.
Yeah.
Okay. But I didn't play 64.
Oh, okay.
My brothers wouldn't let me.
I didn't own it. I just played it on ROMs later.
Oh.
You fucking emulator.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, Mamer.
Oh, hey, I love MAME. That was great. Got to finally fucking beat Double Dragon.
Nice.
Fucking machine gun guy. Bullshit. Quarter sucking goddamn. I digress.
Speaking of digressions.
Now, Rube, he was a pretty big fella, man. He was like solid 6'2". Farm boy. So he's a pretty big boy.
Yeah. Working in the mines and stuff.
Giant left arm.
Mm-hmm.
A little deflated right arm because of that lion attack, but
No problem. He's got some badass scars on it, I bet.
And nobody expects a left,
Right.
So, knock you right out, you mess with him.
Knock you left out.
I left you out in the cold. No, that doesn't work.
Knock you out so hard you be left out of life for a while.
And back in the 1900s, football players didn't have all that protection they have now. They're basically lined like with the outer shell of a car, basically with all the bracing and impact stuff. Doesn't still help their poor brain from getting damaged.
Back then, it was like toilet paper.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a leather.
Ooh, the leather heads.
Leather heads, and just your fucking muscles, man. Maybe some phone book.
This is before sports cups too.
Just
put a rabbit's paw down there, you'll be fine.
Ooh, you feeling lucky?
Tie it onto one of the scrotums.
In 1908, they abolished the rabbit fur stuffing of the helmet. They needed the impacts that they were taking weren't enough. It's true. It's in a book. So Waddell's first tackle resulted in the quarterback's leg getting broken.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Ooh, those muscles.
He probably left hand grabbed, instinct.
Just got him when he wasn't ready.
Right. He maybe had a lion flashback. Maybe he thought he was the lion.
The eye of the lion.
It didn't help that the guy's name was Leo.
True. Now, the coach said it was the first inkling we had that players could be this badly hurt in football. We got Rube out of there without delay. He was supposed to be pretty good, but we never found out. Well, I think you fucking did, actually.
We put him in, he broke somebody's leg. We said, get the fuck out of here.
He's the best defensive end you'll ever fucking have, man. They probably would have gone to the, I don't know, they didn't Super Bowls around then, but they would have gone to the
big game.
The big game. They would have done it. Guy in the woolly jacket on the sideline.
Sweating his ass off, drinking fucking moonshine.
Vince Lombardi with his big furry coat. Yeah.
Vince Lombardi.
So, his football career cut short.
Very short.
Very short. Just kidding, though, because he went off to Western Pennsylvania, and he did some goalie work in a soccer league.
Ooh.
He did some other football work.
But nothing like major.
Right. And he didn't break anyone's legs again.
Nah.
I'm sure word got around through the telegraph.
Watch out for the giant. He will break your legs.
His left is amazing. Do not sign him. He'll kill people. So, yeah, I mean, that's got to be interesting going from, baseball. I mean, just crushing it in all these fucking... literally crushing it in all these sports.
And fishing.
And fishing. Well, fishing's more of his fucking zen shit. He needs the fishing
to not break legs.
Right.
Maybe he's just too fucking drunk all the time. He goes as hard as he can for everything.
That's true. If he didn't drink, maybe he would, he would have been like throwing the balls through people. He'd be able to concentrate. Like,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, like that one. What was that movie? Major League. You remember he's like knocking the heads off the because he couldn't see.
No.
But Rube would just knock your head right the fuck off. If you didn't drink so much. That's what I think.
Okay.
Gone.
It's like his kryptonite.
I'm just thinking that Rube wandered into like elementary school sports games and he's just fucking killing it with these kids. He's wasted. He's like, I'm so much better than you.
Fucking throws a heat to a fucking 9-year-old catcher, breaks his fucking hand.
Boom!
There goes your career.
Well, it's like that movie there with Jason Bateman there, where he was doing the spelling bees.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god, I didn't see that. I wanted to see that too.
It was predictable. It was predictable, but it was.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
So Rube, he was in his prime as baseball's greatest power pitcher in 1903, striking out 302 batters, 115 more than the next best pitcher. And he began the season sleeping in firehouses in New Jersey, which I'm sure is another zen thing for him. Fishing and sleeping in firehouses.
I just love those sirens. They put me right to sleep.
Now, do I have to get up with the alarm? Because I need to do some poking around in bed when the alarm goes off. No, Rube. We've told you this every time. Can I have one of your boots? No, Rube. Just go to your room. I want the pole room.
What about that Dalmatian? You up for grabs?
Please.
He's hiding from you. You know, he smelled you coming. He did some bartending in West Virginia. It's just wild. This guy's done. Also, that's it. Like this era was like that. You know, I'm going to go to school and become a lawyer. Now I'm a lawyer. You know, it's like now people go to school. It's like, yeah, I just graduated. Nope, can't find a job. I work at Starbucks.
Nope.
You know, oh, it's been like 6 years since you graduated. What are you doing? I'm a manager at Starbucks.
Perfect.
You know, like, cool. That's great, man. I'm glad you're working. But yeah.
No, back then it's just the firm handshake. You're fucking in.
You're in. Oh, you have a nice starch collar, and you have a law degree from whatever Pennsylvania Dutch Noodle School. Here you go.
No,
Fucking no, man.
I actually like those noodles. Yolkless.
Yolkless Stroganoff.
Oh, he had a vasectomy and he's jerking off. That's what that means.
Yeah, it's not a sexual position, you fucking guys.
No, it's a solo. It's like solitaire.
Disgusting people.
It's solitaire for
Your
nasty
mind's out of the
people.
gutter. Get your mind's out of the gutter.
Nasty.
So, a little bartending, and then he went on to win an impressive 22 games throughout. And he toured the nation in a melodrama called The Stain of Guilt before being unceremoniously dumped by the production company for consistently damaging the set.
It's called method acting. It's going to work. I'm telling you, this is something that's going to come out one day. It's method acting.
But you're throwing rocks around. It's not even in the script.
They like it. That's what they coming for.
They're coming for throwing that at their mirrors because I shine at me. Shine.
I'll write a book. Method acting.
What did you say? You would just zero out on the shiny?
Yeah, it would just go in like a little trance until the shining's done and you can't do anything.
Imagine seeing that now. You're just watching like a major league game. These fucking guys, they're always like sweating it up, and fucking rubbing on themselves, and
somebody brings like one of those little spot mirror things you bring camping. Done.
And it's 2-2. And he's winding up. And he's just wound up. He's not moving. Oh no.
Oh.
Somebody brought out the mirror ball.
So because this was early 20th century, so when he was in trance, he probably had the swirly eyes, right?
Yeah, I think
He
so.
had the vertigo eyes.
Yes, and everything was in black and white, too.
With the spirals.
It was all in
Gotta
black
watch
and
out
white.
for those. The crows are like spinning around his head now.
Everybody in the background was just doing wavy arms like cartoon. And there's people just, like hanging off clock towers and doing the Charleston.
Oh, just look at that.
Yeah, old people listening with their horns, you know. And
That image actually is Harold Lloyd.
yes. Yeah, he was
hanging
everywhere.
off the clock.
Harold Lloyd and Rube, they're hanging off clocks together.
Harold Lloyd, Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, all those fuckers.
Just punching each other in the balls all day.
Groucho, Harpo.
I think
the
Groucho
Puerto
and
Rican
Harpo,
one there?
They were later. They're in the 40s.
Who's the Puerto Rican one?
Chico.
Chico. He's Mexican, sorry.
What were you going to say? Like Chewy or something? Like
No, Chico.
Chewy Marks.
But then I always think, every time I say Chico, I think of Chico sticks.
Those are disgusting, man.
I used to
hate
like those. They're
things.
just like peanut butter.
Gross.
Chico sticks.
Never heard of such things.
They have little chickens on them.
That's some urban shit. Yeah, you expect them to be like chicken, but it's like, why is it Chico sticks but it tastes like peanut butter?
Why am I going to eat
There's no chicken. There's no chicken flavor. Why is there chicken on it?
They put a chicken on it and it just tastes like peanut butter?
Yeah,
It's
there's
like
a little
little-
chicken, little chicky chick on it, and a
Yeah.
Chico stick,
Okay.
and it tastes like a peanut butter with like candied, like brittle inside of it. It's
What a fucking fake out.
yeah,
It's like a peanut. It's like, imagine the peppermint bark stuff, like the ribbon that you
Okay,
get, except
okay.
it's like peanut.
I wouldn't eat it when I was a kid because I thought it was like the bouillon cube that I stole from my mom, and I threw a whole bouillon cube in my mouth, and that was
you saucy boy.
Oh my god, man, that was bad. And like, it was like a 4-year-old. I remember that vividly. So I thought the chicken stick was like some fucking chicken bouillon flavored candy. I was like,
why does this keep happening?
He probably thought
I died and I'm in hell. That's what the only answer would have been.
Every snack I pick up is fucking bouillon cube.
Just has chicken bouillon in it. It's fucking it's permeated for life. All I smell is fucking chicken bouillon.
I bet you before he could read, he thought cornflakes was probably chicken bouillon flakes.
I did. Everything tastes of chicken.
Why do they got chicken on it there, Mama?
For months.
Oh, no.
Rube, he got married and divorced from his first wife all in a matter of like a year, something like that, or less.
It was way less than a year. I think they got married in like 3 days or something.
Well, look, every time they started to get down, he would fucking leave halfway between, not even finish, go fishing.
Right, and the world just got over the Spanish flu, so, like, there weren't many people around.
Yeah.
You need your wife needs you to take care of business.
Right, so 3 days, that's it.
Good enough.
That's it. It's an Elvis wedding,
If I do this, can I get 3 day fishing?
I don't know what Elvis wedding meant, but...
I don't know anything about Elvis. I just believed you.
Yeah, no, I don't. Maybe Jerry Lee Lewis. No, I don't know. No, he creepy married his like 13-year-old cousin.
Ooh,
never mind. No, Rube didn't do any shit like that. But he saved a woman from drowning, though.
Nice.
But he also shot one of his ex-friend. Shot him in the hand accidentally.
Whoops.
He threw a rock right through his hand.
Boom.
Boom. That's what he said too. Bang. Try to ricochet that one.
I believe it. They're out hunting. He's like, look at this.
He got into another scuffle with a lion, a different lion. This one resulting in a bite. This time on his hand, not his pitching hand, though. So he fights with his right, throws with his left.
We got to protect that left. That's the moneymaker.
Right. He breaks arms with the left too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So if it really got down to like he needed some, he needed to get out of a dire situation, he probably would have broke the lion's leg.
Right.
And then like,
that's a strong hand.
Then I pulled his tooth out and stabbed him to death with it. Stabbing him. My left hand.
And that's what I have around my neck on this chain here. Is
lion's head.
Lion head tooth.
The teeth, I keep them right in his eye sockets. Son of a bitch.
It would hurt his neck holding that big ass lion head on his neck.
To say you fought a lion once, that's pretty amazing. But twice? You're a god. Yeah, you're a god if you're fighting lions twice.
That's such a power move.
I mean, you could say at that point, yeah, I fight lions on the regular. Yeah. That's all I really do is fight lions. Play
that
baseball.
Was the first time.
I want to see some of these fucking pussy-ass players of this day and age go fight some lions. Hey, A-Rod, go fight a lion. You'll see you fucking roid up and fight a lion.
Little bastard bit me again.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask J-Lo.
Nope.
She said I can't come out, guys.
She said I can't go fight no other pussies.
I want to see the Thor guy from the Mets there. I want to see him fight a fucking lion. That'd be amazing.
That actually would be awesome. I can see it.
He would get probably devoured, but...
being that thing right between the eyes.
$1 billion contract. You got to fight one lion before you play any games.
Done.
Yeah, it's called the Rube Clause. Because you're a fucking Rube if you do it. Yeah, we ain't got to pay you shit.
Hold my drinking horn.
He set a few pitching records from 1903 to 1905 that wouldn't be broken for 50 years, solidifying his place in pitching history. So that's all from a humble beginning of whacking birds. Heracles fucking tearing up the Nemean lion.
That's pretty sure that's what Thor would look like.
Jesus. Fucking Heracles.
Until it fucking bit his hand. Look what I'm doing. I'm holding his jaws. My Mets cover you. I don't know. I don't know what he sounds like.
I'm like, dude, where the fuck are you right now? We're in fucking Minnesota. We're in Pennsylvania. I don't know where the fuck we are right now.
The Vikings land in Minnesota? Isn't that like what they say? That's where the football team is.
From what ocean?
From the great
What ocean?
fucking lakes.
They came down on their sky boats. It's
Yeah.
real Skyrim shit.
Don't you fucking read?
You tell me what tributary did you get into? God!
The Erie Canal went really fucking far.
Yeah, it goes all the way to fucking Iceland, you fucking...
That's it. I'm getting out the fucking atlas after this.
You
The old school boomer atlas.
Geological moron.
I've
Don't
got
you know nothing about the Earth?
The Earth was flat back then, so they just fucking hang glided right across that shit.
Yeah, it wasn't until Thomas Edison blew it all up. It's like, oh, this is the baseball theory. And that was the Earth.
Holy shit, what just happened?
I don't know.
I think we were just canceled.
Now, Rube, his alcoholism worsened in 1906, and had his life, take a pretty downward turn. He married a second wife, who he constantly argued with, leading to a series of legal battles and to their ensuing divorce. Maybe he just needed to be alone. I don't know. I think Rube, he's a solitary animal.
Yep.
Does what he does in hotel rooms. And that's all he needs to do, He needs to go fishing.
Yeah, he just needs to worry about himself.
Needs to throw some balls.
You can't lock that man down.
No.
Paint hotel rooms with poop.
Chase fire trucks.
That's what you think you did in the hotel room.
Argue with everyone.
Fight some lions.
Fight lions. If you're going to tell a man not to drink after he fought 2 fucking lions, you have no place to talk. I'm sorry. It's like, I was drunk when I fought those... Oh, maybe you're right. That's when AA was formed.
I saved a woman from drowning.
I'm a friend of Rube. If you're going to fight 2 lions, really, you should go to AA. I don't know. You got some problems.
If you survive the first time.
Now, his quirks led to him being sold off to the St. Louis Browns, which was a baseball team, but
Of course.
the Cleveland Browns are a football team. The St. Louis Rams are a football team.
Now back in L.A.
Oh, now they're back in L.A. See, this is so confusing. I don't know.
Hashtag not my team.
But they sold him for $5,000, so
Ooh.
he's gotten valuable.
Yeah, he's got way more valuable than one cigar.
Well, he started at that humble $500,
Yep.
all the way to a cigar. Now up to $5,000. So yeah, that's good for you, Rube.
It's the comeback story of the century.
And the owner hired him as a hunter during the off season to keep him out of the city-based shenanigans. So there's a lot of temptations out there,
Sure.
like hotel rooms where you quote paint the walls with your poop with women in there, and just drink all your money away. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Big time in it. You're a big baseball player, but especially when you have money, people want your money.
Take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You win the lotto. You invent something. You make some money. And people
Take my wallet. I trust you.
we're cousins. Like, no, I'm your brother.
Well, I don't know, probably.
Hey, remember that time I bought you lunch? That one time, can I get $1 million?
It's an
It's
investment.
an investment. I got all the papers. Right here.
Rube, I'm pregnant with your 5-year-old baby.
You're a man. Lee, you can't get pregnant, Rube's baby.
Give me money. You give me child support.
You told me
5 years behind.
You told me the pretend baby's just as good, Rube.
You look different than I remember. I do need a drink.
What color is this baby? It's a pretend baby. It's whatever color you want it to be.
Wow, it looks beautiful then.
It changes colors depending on the mood.
Like a chameleon.
Chameleon.
When it don't want to be near nobody, it disappear.
In 1910, he was cut from the team, and he never played another major league game. He played in the minor leagues in Hickman, Kentucky. Sorry.
What's wrong?
Hickman, Kentucky.
A little on the nose.
Just Bingo! He played in Hickman, Kentucky. He played for Hickman, Kentucky until the winter of 1912. That's when the War of 1912 happened. He could not find a bottle to save him.
What is happening in this country?
He threw rocks through every window in Hickman.
Wrong continent.
In the War of 1912. This was his war, his own internal war. And that's when the Mississippi River flooded and broke the nearby Sandbag Levee. And rather than working in shifts, Rube stood in chest-high freezing water an entire day and night to help repair the levee. This guy, man, I don't know. He's just super fucking human. He was so superhuman but his focus was just way out of there.
It's because he knew he could solve everyone's problems.
This is true.
If I don't think that it's cold and just imagine hot, I'll be fine.
All these people thinking cold, they're dumb.
You got to think in heat.
What? No, it shrinks back in just to keep it self-protected. You don't have that feature on yours?
Got the new model.
You don't got that extra skin down there, do you?
What do you mean it closed off and it won't open back up and it's permanently inside now?
What are you saying you don't have 6 lungs like I do? I don't get it. This is amazing.
Ain't you ever heard of water snakes?
He probably could fly. He just didn't know it.
That's why he was so pissed at the birds. He's like, that's my air.
Like, dude, you fly in your sleep. The birds like talking and they're like, shut up. Kills them.
I should be able to fly, not you.
But it worked, and the levee was repaired, and
but it broke Rube.
Oh, it broke him. Yeah, he came down with a terrible cold, and that turned into pneumonia. And eventually, he got tuberculosis, and he died on April Fool's Day, 1914.
Fooled you? Thought you were getting better.
That's what you get for being born on October 13th on a Friday, Rube. That's what you get. You get your inevitable death. They go to a soothsayer and they say, name your kid a funny name so he plays baseball. Because really, I mean, you have to have a funny name to be a good baseball player. You know, Alex Rodriguez, that's a normal name. But he became A-Rod because he's really good. And that's a weird name.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to be called Rod?
He's swinging a rod.
He's swinging his A-Rod around.
Ooh-wee.
But name your kid Mookie Wilson. Ting, ting.
I don't know.
Money.
Like, my cousin, or my aunt had a cat named Mookie Wilson. You know, he was a good cat. I don't really like cats that much, but he was a good cat.
Good
Mookie
baseball
Wilson.
player cat.
Right. Mookie Wilson himself is an all right he's an all right baseball player.
You like me, brother? He said, I'm a cool cat.
You're a pretty cool cat. Did you play baseball?
No.
Oh, whatever. You're not that cool.
Oh, now I understand why you're not cool for cats.
Right.
Cool for cats.
Now, there's a debate amongst historians as what the reason for Rube's eccentricities really were. And some suggest that he may have had a developmental disability, maybe like forms of mental retardation, ADD, or autism. It's hard to say. I mean, sound a little obsessive compulsive too. Let me put on my DSM thinking cap here.
I hope you're working with the latest handbook.
Oh no, I got the old one. I don't like revisions. You're not gonna put me in a spectrum.
One and done.
Cut that out. I don't like revisions. Yeah, my Audubon books about like wild mushrooms to eat.
Yeah,
1973. Don't need anything newer than that.
No thanks.
You tell me there's more fungi out there? No.
Been no advancements in 36 years.
Been no evolution. No, don't believe in it.
It's only one fun guy. It's Rube.
It's Rube. He was the funnest guy. And he saved people.
And he hurt people.
And he hurt himself.
And he hurt lions.
And they hurt him a little.
Not too bad.
Not too bad, though.
Just this offhand. He doesn't care.
See this fucking black-eyed, one-tooth lion, one-tooth missing lion.
Give him the old Rube.
I heard about him. He beat up my cousin in the other zoo. But, Yeah, well, really, we'll never know what's going on in the old head of Rube's. But it's safe to say that Rube brought his own brand of entertainment to the sport of baseball, without a doubt. I mean, like people would go to the games just to see what he would do next, or shit to antagonize him, like the
puppies in the mirrors.
Puppies in the mirror. It's like dude just has like a coat full of puppies.
No,
it's a fucking delay a game for the rest. It's it. He's gone.
That reminds me of that the big boxer, big guy went out to Japan.
Oh, Bob Sapp.
Yeah, it's like,
and he just would get his ass fucking beat.
Yeah, like I remember there was one where he was fighting someone and he was like trying to avoid his punches, and all he was doing was just spinning in a circle. He was just like going in a circle, trying to avoid getting hit, and I felt bad for this dude. He's this big black guy.
Don't feel bad.
He looks He looks like really mean and shit.
Yeah,
but he's really he's almost like a kid.
Oh.
It's
an all act.
It's a shtick. It's
just a shtick.
Takikashu. It's like the big dummy guy.
Yeah, but in Japan, he was revered and stuff.
Yeah. No, because
revered, whatever.
I've seen fights where he gets like popped in the nose and he goes down, starts crying.
Yeah,
it's not real. I mean, maybe I doubt it. I mean, come on, that guy was an animal. He wasn't a great football player though. That's why he went to Japan.
Oh,
yeah, and then he did the whole mixed martial art thing.
And there was gifs of him back in the early 2000s of him rising out of the barrel, and he's wearing nerdy glasses. Yeah, I don't know. It's his shtick. But
so you think maybe Rube was all a shtick? Or you think it was the real deal?
I think he's the real deal.
Yeah.
I think he was.
I believe that too.
I think he was a prime human that just maybe got kicked in the head by a horse.
Maybe something.
It didn't really hurt him, but it did.
The crows got revenge.
Yeah, it's I forget what the comic name. Oh, Wormwood, where Christ comes back. The Chronicles of Wormwood.
Yes.
Yeah, where the Antichrist is already born, but he's like a cable network executive.
and his best friend is Jesus.
And he knew he was Jesus, but he got beat down during a protest by a bunch of cops.
Okay.
And it impaired him.
Oh.
So, Rube could have been fucking Superman.
Right.
But he probably got kicked in the head by a horse.
That's not going to stop him from trying to help everybody.
No. There's a lot more about Rube, too. That,
he just got up to some weird shit.
Right. There's a lot more. I mean, it would have taken a lot more to cover.
Yeah, we'd need a 3-part miniseries on Rube.
Maybe one day we'll revisit Rube, but yeah, this guy is crazy, and really just in a long line of eccentric ball players that we have out there.
Yeah.
So, just I don't know what I was gonna say.
Baseball players are fucking weird, man.
Yeah, they're weird, man. You gotta have a weird name. You gotta have a weird perk.
Especially back in the day.
Because you were inventing these perks.
Right.
You were trend-setting. You didn't even know it.
Nobody's even heard of anyone fighting lions before this.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to fight a lion. And then...
Maybe he got, sponsored by the zoo. They're like, so many people are going to come see the lion that got his ass beat.
I'll do it for $50. Bunch of booze.
Done.
Well, now I'm excited for next season. Preseason, it's December now, so preseason starts in, a month, right? So
are you talking baseball?
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, the preseason's April, but yeah, we're not going to have any more players like that, though. I don't think we're going to have any. We're not going to have any human beings like that for quite some time, man.
But hey, we have a new decade coming.
That's true. And we got Merry Christmas coming.
Ooh,
Said it again.
Oh, geez, you're really trying to bring it back.
I am.
Hopefully, we won't be fucking thrown off the earth by then.
Well, because the Edison deflation is going back to flat. Is that
Tesla's theory is splitting the world?
Oh, sweet. Let's try it. Let's ask. It might bring Rube back.
Ooh,
just resurrect him.
Alternate reality. President Rube.
President Rube. Imagine that shit.
Let's get to the middle of that avocado pit.
Well, I'm gonna go and look up some more shit about Rube tonight because I just want to know the other shit that he did. You know, like saving a firehouse from a fire. I hope.
Yeah, probably.
That would probably be his dream.
Yeah.
Saving a firehouse from a fire? I could see that.
I was already here sleeping.
Yeah, I was already asleep. I don't know how it caught on fire, but I saved y'all. And I punched the chief out the window. I don't know. But try to kind of be like Rube, not all like Rube in your life.
I'm going to be exactly like Rube.
Oh, shit. Well, we have to find another co-host.
Yeah,
I'm going to lose you.
Sorry, guys.
It's like, where's Kevin? I don't know. Fishing, maybe?
Kevin changed his name to Rube Stiff Socks.
Call your girlfriend. You know, have you seen Kevin? No, I had him do the dishes, and then he's on vacation for 4 weeks.
He has an out of office on his phone.
He hasn't been to work in a while. I don't know. They work some deal where if he does like an hour, he leaves for 7. You know?
He married and divorced 3 girls this month.
I mean, we're still together, but, you know, it's difficult.
People got needs.
His voicemail says busy baiting. What's that mean?
Drink. No, he doesn't even drink.
Just busy baiting.
He doesn't drink anything.
Doesn't even drink water.
I don't even think he breathes air.
Catch us online, www.weirdandweary.com. Instagram, Facebook, baseball diamonds. No, we're not there yet, but maybe on like a little league diamond, right?
Ooh, yeah.
No, we don't want.
Come on. Following the footsteps of Rube.
Listen to this show, kids. It's great. Explicit? No, that means something baseball.
That means it's cool.
It's cool, yeah. Only explicit's cool. You got anything you want to share? Anything you just want to talk about? info@weirdandweary.com or Jason Kevin Lee at weirdandweary.com. Catch us there. We're always around. We're always in the email.
Yeah.
Always digging our fingers in email.
Oh.
Get little digital paper cuts.
That's what's under my nails.
Yes, I see it. It's a font.
Yep.
It's a
Sorry,
Comic
guys.
Sans.
It's Comic Sans.
Oh, you got a birthday invite. That's
yeah.
We
it won't
like to be notified all the time. Notified all the time. Notified all the time.
It's goddamn Evites.
Be good to yourselves. Be good to everyone. I'm Jason.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Lee.
And you really going to do the Rube thing? Because if you do it, it works.
You what?
The Rube thing. If you like to
be Rube?
Yeah, if you be Rube. And it works, like you just get like, I want to know how you do it.
If we all try to be Rube, that's 3 of us. We could be Rube Cube.
Oh. Wow.
You guys want to get in on this?
This is like Rube Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Prime Rube.
JKL Media.
Jackal.